Hello everyone, today we will try to solve one more numerical based on the centroid. So this is the shape given in the numerical. As you can see, it is a slightly complex figure. So we will try to break it down into known shapes. So first you pause this video and identify the standard shape available with this figure. So we will start with the identification of the standard shape. So first shape that is visible is of the sector. So it starts from O1, it comes here and then it comes here, it touches x and y axis and it ends at this point. So this is the shape of the sector. The radius of this sector is 7.07 and it forms a complete circle, but a triangle base is shown here. This is a triangle which cut this shape into parts. Okay. So this is the sector. The next shape available is triangle. So this is a triangle, this is the base of triangle and this is the height of triangle. It will be added in the total area. Now the last shape, that is very simple, we can identify it as a semicircle. So the semicircle is located here. O2 is the center of semicircle and 3 cm is the radius of this semicircle. So in this way we have identified all the shape. The first shape is of the sector, second shape is triangle, and the next shape is semicircle. We will start with the shape 1, that is sector. So after identification of all the shapes, start with the individual sector, find out the area x bar and y bar for that shape. So for sector, from the given figure we have got the dimensions, like the radius of this sector is equal to 7.07. Now we will try to find out the included angle. Remember, this included angle of the sector is equal to 2 alpha. So we should find the value of alpha for this calculation. For this we will consider this triangle. So this is a triangle. We will find this angle theta. For that we require a dimension. Now this is equal to the radius of the circle. So it is 7.07 and we require this height. For that we know that the distance between the center and top of the circle is equal to radius. So that radius value is known, 7.07. So if we subtract 7.07 from the given distance 2.07, we will get the value of h, that is height of the triangle. So 7.07 minus 2.07, it comes out to be 5. So we will get the height of this triangle is equal to 5. Now we will find out the theta. How we can find out the theta? With the help of cos relation. So cos theta is equal to adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. So 5 divided by 7.07. If you find the cos inverse of this equation, we will get the value of theta is equal to 45 degree. Remember, theta is not equal to alpha. This is the angle included between the triangle. This is the angle. So what is alpha? Alpha is equal to this angle. For that we should first find out this angle. This angle is equal to 90 minus 45 degrees. So this is 45 degree and the rest of the angle is 90 degree. So we will get 45 degree plus 90 degree. So 135 degree. This is the alpha angle and rest of the alpha angle is here. So it is again 135 degree. So don't get confused between 2 alpha and alpha. So for this calculation the value of alpha should be equal to 135. Now we'll find out the rest of the thing for the sector. So radius is 7.0, included angle that we have calculated now is alpha is equal to 135 degree. Now this is the axis of symmetry for this sector. As we can see, when we draw a vertical line, it split this figure into two equal parts. So we can say that the sector is symmetric about the vertical axis. So we'll find out the x bar. X bar will be horizontal separation between the centroidal axis and the reference axis. And this is the value of A. If you don't know how to find out A, we have made a special video to calculate the centroidal point for the sector. You can watch that video. So the formula for A will be 2r sin alpha divided by 3 into alpha into pi by 180. Now r is the radius and alpha is the angle that we have calculated, 135. So here it should be 135, not 67.5. So this is 135 into pi divided by 180. So this will give you the value of A is equal to 1.414 centimeter. So we got the value of A. Now we'll find out the y bar. So in order to calculate the y bar, we should know this distance. This is from the origin to this base. It is equal to the radius of the sector. So it is 7.07, and if you subtract the A from this radius, we will get the value of y. So y is equal to 7.07 minus 1.414. So the value of y is equal to 5.656 centimeter. Now we'll find out the x bar. X bar is very simple, horizontal separation. So this is equal to the radius of the circle. It is 7.07 centimeters. So in this way we have calculated the value of x bar and y bar. Now we'll find out the area of this sector. Area of this sector is equal to alpha into 180 into pi r square, where alpha is a angle 135 degree and r is equal to 7.07 square. So the value of A is 57.887 centimeter square. So in this way we have calculated x bar, y bar and area for the sector. Now we'll go to the second shape, triangle. So triangle is located here. So we'll draw it on a graph. So this is the location of the triangle. So total height or radius from this point is 7.07 and the above distance is 2.07. So the height of this triangle from this point to this point is equal to 7.07 minus 2.07, that is 5 centimeter. Now the base we have not calculated in the sector calculation. We have considered the same triangle where the hypotenuse is equal to 7.07 and this height we have calculated is 5 centimeter. Now we'll use a Pythagoras theorem to find out the b value. So 7.07 square is equal to b square plus 5 square as per Pythagoras theorem. So we can calculate the value of b is equal to 5 centimeter. Now I'll put the value of b here. This is 5 centimeter plus additional 5 centimeter on the other side. So it becomes 5 plus 5, 10 centimeter. So in this way we have got the base of this triangle is equal to 10 centimeter and the height is equal to 5 centimeter. Now the area of this triangle is equal to half base into height. So it comes out to be 25 centimeter square. Now we'll find out the centroidal axis. So this is the vertical axis. If you split this triangle about vertical axis, so we will get two equal parts. It means it is symmetric about the vertical axis, right? So x bar will be horizontal separation between the centroidal axis and the reference axis. So we'll get the x bar is equal to, x bar will be from this point to this point. It is equal to the radius 7.07 centimeter. Y bar will be distance from the x axis to the x axis of the centroidal axis. So we should find out this distance. For that we should know what is the upper distance. So this upper distance is equal to h by 3 by the formula of centroid of triangle. So 5 divided by 3, and we know that this total height is equal to, total height is radius 7.07 plus 7.07 minus 2.07. This is the height from this point to this point. So 7.07 plus 7.07 minus 2.07 minus this h by 3. So this is the value of y bar. So we get the value of y bar is equal to 10.40 centimeter. Now we'll go to the third shape, that is semicircle. So this is the location of the semicircle. Now we'll plot it on the graph. This is the semicircle. This is the center line of the semicircle O2. From the edge, the radius of this semicircle is 3 centimeter. So the area of the semicircle is equal to minus pi r square divided by 2, where r is equal to 3 centimeter. So we'll get the answer of A is equal to minus 14.137. Remember, we will subtract this area from the total area. That's why the minus sign is written with this answer. Now we'll find out the centroidal axis for the semicircle. So it is located here. Again we can say that the semicircle is symmetric about the vertical axis. Okay. So this is the value of x bar, and from the top the centroidal axis lie at a distance of 4r by 3 pi. So this is the value of y bar. We know this total distance from this point to this point is equal to 7.07 plus 7.07 minus 2.07 from the previous calculation. So your y bar should be equal to 7.07 plus 7.07 minus 2.07 minus 4r by 3 pi, then only we get this distance. Now we will first find out the x bar. To calculate the x bar, we know that the distance of this center line from the y axis is equal to radius of the sector 7.07. Then we know that the distance of this triangle, just now we have calculated, consider this triangle, the base of this triangle is equal to 5 centimeter, and the radius of this semicircle from this point to this point is equal to 3 centimeter. So this distance will be equal to 5 minus 3 is equal to 2 centimeter. I will repeat. We know that the center distance from this point to y axis is equal to 7.07 centimeter. Now from triangle calculation, we have calculated the base of this triangle is equal to 5 centimeter. So from center line up to the edge of triangle is equal to 5 centimeter. The radius of this semicircle is equal to 3 centimeter. So the remaining distance between O2 and the y axis is equal to 2 centimeter. We required a distance from y axis to center of semicircle. So we can simply subtract 2 from the 7.07 to get this distance. So in this way we can calculate the value of x bar is equal to total distance minus 2 centimeter. So we will get the value of x bar is equal to 5.07 centimeter, and y bar is equal to 7.07 plus 7.07 minus 2.07 minus 4r by 3 pi. So in this way we can calculate the y bar is equal to 10.737. So for all three shapes we have calculated the value of area, x bar and y bar. Now we will put it in the table format. So sector, triangle, semicircle, put the values of area, x bar and y bar, multiply them with the respective areas and find the summation. So x bar can be calculated by the equation summation of ai xi divided by summation of ai. So the value of x bar is 7.475 centimeter. Then y bar is equal to summation of ai yi divided by summation of area. So we get the value of y bar is equal to 6.326 centimeter. The problem is little bit complex, so I request you to watch this video again and you will come to know how to solve this type of numericals. I hope you understand this video. Thank you very much.